Building in Minecraft sucks. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make beautiful things or that the end product isn't rewarding or exciting, only that the process required to make a build beyond anything than small scale in survival Minecraft is a tedious and mind-numbing venture. And today you will see why I may be wrong or right as I work on building the starter base in the world I'm trapped in until I learn to enjoy the game. We got 4 more dogs. You might also be wondering if you saw the video how it is that I am here back at the base. Well, what's the button? I forget the button. F3. I used F3. I've always viewed F3 as like kind of a cheat. I feel like F3 is just something you shouldn't be allowed to have, and as someone who played Bedrock, it was never something I had access to. So, well, it just feels like cheating. Okay, it just feels like it. So I want to try to avoid using it, but heck nah. It is a vanilla feature. It's not modded in, so I should be able to use it, right? Oh, it feels wrong. It feels wrong in so many ways. Also, it feels weird, like, talking to you guys like this, you know, in 3D or third person or whatever perspective this is. The problem with any starting base, from what I can tell, is that you inevitably run into an issue with expansion as you progress in the world. Inevitably, a base gets overtaken by all the various things you're going to collect or farms that you build all over the place. So my objective from the start is to make my base endlessly expandable and minimally destructive. So the thing with building a base is that you can very easily just take up all the regular land you have. Like, we have this really nice valley that we have here. And as you see over there, and you saw over there, there's so many animals that spawn in this valley. If we create a whole house system here and something that can be expanded to, you know, all kinds of different sizes, then we'll take up all that land, and then we just won't have any place to put any of, or we won't have any place to farm the animals, at least not nearly as easily. So I think I have come up with an ingenious plan. Wow, lots of beehives. An ingenious plan for, why is there a skeleton? Okay, I'm getting really distracted. An ingenious plan for making a base that is infinitely expandable and won't get in the way of all of that. My ingenious plan is to build a base suspended over a crevasse. The reason is that the base would then be built in the open air while not casting a shadow over the ground below, thus not creating a new place for mobs to spawn during day. It creates new land to walk on rather than replacing existing land. It's not suspended high in the air, and so the ground is easily and readily accessible. If the crevasse is deep enough, then the base can easily expand downwards into existing caves rather than requiring I mine an underground labyrinth. It also provides the possibility of the cave parts of the base being more open air, decorative, and incorporated into the build. And of course, it can be built upwards, but because of its downwards potential, I'm not forced into creating a skyscraper eyesore. I could have sworn I had a crevasse nearby. Let's go grab Moses and see if we can find where that might be. The only one I can find right now is this one, and it's not wide enough at all for what I'm thinking. This whole base building strategy I've come up with really should have been thought through before I found my so-called ideal place to settle down. Okay, what do we have in the surrounding area? Could do it over the ocean. We could do that, but I like the idea of it being over a crevasse where there's no water. You kind of just go straight into caves. Also, have we hit the update? I know, like, I heard that Minecraft is getting an update, so horses will, like, kind of swim. Have we hit that update? No. After searching around my home for a while, I didn't find a crevasse that was anything like what I was thinking of. I really should have thought through my ideal base first, but here we are and we're going to make do. There is one crevasse, kind of like what I was thinking of, but it's not quite right. But it is next to a river splitting two hills, so maybe we'll suspend our base there and mine into the cave during future expansion. Before we get into building though, we're going to grab another horse. Moses isn't very fast and I'm all about speed. Oh no. Moses! Moses! Where'd you go? Oh, there he is. So help me, you're worse than Adam. At least he didn't escape a pin. I don't know. To the horses! Ooh, a white horse. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Heck yeah. All right. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Everywhere.
You will be tamed. Oh, come on. You can't just eat all of my wheat and not get tamed.
I'm not really understanding this horse taming system in Java. Bedrock is better.
Tame. Yes. Oh, you got a lot of hearts and you're fast. Ooh, okay. Moment of truth. What's your jump height? No, don't, oh no. Oh no, can you not jump even one block? Oh, okay, I can. Oh, I was so concerned. Okay, not like a great jumper, but actually a pretty solid horse. Solid snack. Yes. Burn. Cool.
This new horse is better than Moses, so he's my new main, and his name is Aaron. Now back to the base building, which must start with by far the worst part of any major base building project, the collection of materials.
None of these are really the tree that I'm looking for. Just hoping for taiga. Taiga's darker than this stuff. I should have a taiga nearby though. Maybe if we go this way. It all just looks like woods. We should work on making some little land bridges across the waters. Where's the taiga? It was over here a second ago. Oh, here it is. Nice. Stay. No, Inky's trapped. How do I mark this thing? Put a hay bale here. Boom. All right, now I know where you are. Let's finally get to chopping trees.
Now, I'm sure there are farms people make and complicated contraptions people will use to mass produce wood of all kinds, but realistically, how many people actually do that? Most people are probably like me, grabbing some random axe, chopping trees one by one. I'd be willing to bet most people don't even have an enchanted axe to make the process a little easier. I spent some 20 minutes of my life doing nothing but chopping trees with no idea as to whether it'll be enough wood to fulfill my needs. 20 minutes ultimately isn't what I'd call a lot of time, and yet it feels like a massive waste of the time that it is. In games like Terraria, a tree explodes and gives you all the goods after basically chopping one log, while here in Minecraft I have to go log by log, and it's not like this is exciting gameplay in the least. Maybe people view this as relaxing, and I suppose you could call it that, but I would call it tedious and boring. There's a reason I don't usually see Minecraft YouTubers show the footage of them collecting materials, because it's boring as all get out.
People who play this game in, like, you know, survival make these massive builds. Why? How? Do you have life? It takes so long. This is why Minecraft content is all fake, because it's just not interesting on its own. But I will be legitimate. It'll be real. It'll be raw.
So how much wood did 20 minutes and 2 iron axes get me? This much. I can make it into planks at least, so it's more than it looks, assuming I want to use the planks rather than these logs. It looks like such a pitiful amount, but it's actually pretty nice how my inventory isn't overflowing after that whole ordeal. If I went underground to collect materials, I'm sure that'd be a different story, but at least wood doesn't result in endless inventory management, which is another important point about base building in Minecraft. The base I'm looking for is going to consist mostly of this single material, which not only makes it easier to collect, but also that material is one of the easiest to collect. No need to worry about mobs in the caves, no sudden cave to accidentally fall into, no lava, fewer things are in the way. At least for a starting character without any fancy materials, I definitely feel like I'm going for the fastest method, and yet it still takes forever. Granted, I'm going for a very large starter base because I want something that can be scaled over time and doesn't need to be majorly rebuilt. But perhaps that's the best way to go about it. Maybe bases should start small and be built over time. Maybe that's just how you make the base building process more tolerable. Although I'm not actually planning on finishing the base today, I'm just getting a basic skeleton that I can move into. So without further ado, we're going to start making the starter base, which is going to be a boat or ark built floating between these two hills. It's going to run into the problem of creating a dark area beneath it, but that's future me's problem. For now, we're just going to make a bridge across that we can build from.
This has actually got a nice view. This is pretty cool. And we'll be a little bit higher up too. Oh well, that works. This was the right spot. Oh, that could have been tragic. Well, not that tragic. At least I have my spot. Wait, where's my spawn actually? I should double check where that is.
Bridge built, let's get this base started.
This is a good spot to start right here.
This is where wooden bases get real expensive. Using these dumb logs costs so much, but they look so nice, and the bottom part of the ship wouldn't look right without it.
Well, that needs to be made longer. Okay. Looking appropriate. I think I like that. Wait. Get him! Get him! Yes, I've been needing leads. Get him! Wait, what do you got actually? Actually, I don't think I have anything to buy you. Forget it. Lead me. Leads. Wow, you guys have. They're bulky. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Now that we've taken care of the llamas, we can get to work.
Now that we have the, I guess we'll call it spine of the ship in place, what is the actual name for that? We can start on the main deck.
Just keep blocking, just keep blocking. Love the wandering shaders down there.
Wandering. In theory, this is a fast process, but it's just a lot of crouching and left clicking. It's quite mind-numbing, making me easily distractible.
Villagers. Where's the one with the bad omen, though? Okay, you guys stay there, if you wouldn't mind. I'm gonna go make a new iron sword here, and then we'll try that.
I'm more prepared than I was, but yeah, it didn't work out.
All right, are the pillagers still here, or did we waste all of our time? I mean, it'd be fair if they left, I guess. Well, they're gone. We wasted all of our time. Love that.
Since I'm prone to falling, we're going to add a large bottom deck, which revealed another problem with building.
Stop placing block up. Stop it. Stop. Gotta be a better way to do this. But I can't think of it at the moment.
That was a genuine question. There is a better way to do this, right? Where you're not constantly misplacing blocks, but are also not required to do this whole thing while crouching. I'm really trying to find any way to make this process less painful. Oh, also base building in the sky, or even like the crevasse I originally wanted to do, comes with one potential problem.
Oh, oh, thank you. Oh, I was so scared for a second there. Whew. Okay.
Back to building the ship, because if I have to suffer through this taking forever, then you do too, because I'm trying to prove a point here.
Okay, so this is taking a while. I don't know if you guys noticed that. The plan isn't to finish it, but to get it done enough that it's at least somewhat functional. That's all we're going for. We are absolutely going to need to go on another mining trip. Okay, I'm liking how big this thing feels. That is definitely a positive.
I must admit, despite my distaste for the time it's taking, I am pretty happy with how it's looking. But now that I have the main deck and the outmost sides of the ship in place, I need to make a new bridge up to the main deck. This reveals another problem I have with Minecraft building.
Guys, the stairs are just one off. I don't like this. No. Ah!
If you make a mistake in the process, even with just the outline, you will have to spend a lot of time and tool durability to fix your problem. You can measure things manually, sure, but sometimes you feel confident with what you're doing, like I did with the bridge, and then end up in a situation that requires massive redos. If I had messed up the ship, I would have simply abandoned the thing. Terraria makes the builds vastly easier by giving you a ruler tool from the very start, not to mention countless other tools that make building much easier. And if you make a mistake where you do need to go scorched earth, you have plenty of tools at your disposal to make cleanup quick. In Minecraft, clearing out a bad build can take even longer than it took to build it. Plus, it can cost you your tools and materials. You're really punished for making mistakes with larger builds. Makes me respect those who do make them and do it well. I need to learn their secrets for planning them out though. Luckily for me, in this case, I use slabs to build a bridge, and some of the early steps happen to be more than 1 block long, so I could just add more planks to add the needed step. With that fixed, the bridge is looking much better, and of course is horse accessible. At some point, I'll need to decorate it so it looks nice and replace the cobblestone with something else, but for now, it's functional and looks acceptable. But I need to grab a little more cobblestone for the bridge, and I only mention it because I decided to mine the stone during the night, thinking it'd be a quick task to accomplish before I go to bed, which I did without issue. It was what happened when I woke up that's important.
Luck at the very— What? Are you kidding me? See, that's the problem with Minecraft. Oh, no. Get away. Oh, there's more. Oh, they're everywhere. Ah! Oh, that's so bogus in so many ways.
Pause. Keep in mind at this moment that my spawn point was set to that bed the creeper blew up. If I die, then I will once again be set back to natural spawn because of an unfair and unjust creeper explosion.
That was so bogus. The creeper is bad game design, factually speaking. Wakes up, come on! You're all blinded by nostalgic memories. I don't know how they're nostalgic. Everyone should have hated Minecraft and should have been screaming at the devs long ago for ever having added it. It was a mistake to ever allow it in the game.
And that's when my Minecraft career ended. Not that I had a Minecraft career in the first place. The creeper is iconic, but it's factually dumb and bad game design. You can't argue otherwise. What makes them even stupider is that not every block they destroy can be retrieved. Some are gone forever.
Wait, did my bed explode? Explode? Like it's gone? Buddy! The creeper destroyed my bed! Oh, that's messed up! And of course my crafting table is gone. Crafting table in bed, poof. Okay. We're fine, chat. This is the sound of a fine guy!
The bridge at the very least was spared, and it's looking nice. Weird that it's more complete and detailed than the ship right now, but I had to make it safe. It was also nice taking a break from the ship, but we still gotta finish it eventually.
Well, good thing we just had a respawn here. All right, where did I die? Oh. Okay, it's fine. In the water. Boom. Who decided fall damage needed to be a thing, huh?
We've gotten this much complete. It's barely even a skeleton, and I have run out of planks. Fantastic. Now we need to spend another half hour or so collecting wood, but not before I write down the name of Aaron and the few others I'd collected, just so I don't forget their names before I get name tags.
Mojang, has it ever occurred to you that maybe, it's a crazy thought, but maybe I don't, in fact, want 3 signs. Can you just make it cheaper? I know, radical idea.
This time we won't dwell on the chopping of trees. Hopefully you get the point now.
Have you ever seen Minecraft gameplay like this? I thought not. It's just too exciting. It scares the internet.
There is one way we can make this more tolerable, but first we need to kill skeletons for their bones. You then turn the bones into bone meal. How a new player would ever figure out this functionality is beyond me. I have no idea. I guess it's not technically necessary for what I'm about to do. It can grow naturally, but what I'm going to do is also something a new or casual player would probably never think to do. But I'm sure you watching this know that if you plant 4 spruce trees next to each other, it'll grow into a massive spruce tree. This makes collecting wood considerably easier. If only it was something you could do with all trees rather than just, I think, jungle and spruce ones, if I'm not mistaken. We can also move one of these trees next to the build so we have some ready to chop wood.
We want to be placing a lot of planks at this one. I don't know. Hearing sounds. Are they below me? I think there's a zombie on my boat. There he is. Hey, zombie. This wasn't built for you. But, I mean, I guess you can stay. Apparently the sun isn't burning you, so go for it. What do we call him? Let's give him a name. We'll just occasionally moan in the background as we're building. We can call him Dave. The idea is supposed to be that it's infinitely expandable. Like eventually, you know, we're going to need to build maybe another boat next to it on the sides. Maybe eventually it'll become like a whole armada. Oh, that would be so cool. It takes so long, but it'd be cool, right? That'd be so cool. Having a whole armada here, just have a bunch of ships going out like right behind us and a bunch of ships going out that way. Oh, that would be sick. That's going to like take years.
Perhaps my frustration comes from the fact that I always have bigger dreams for what I can accomplish in Minecraft than I have the patience or time to actually accomplish. I still think the game as a whole is a big time sink, and building is one of those things that makes that fact really stand out.
I think he's doing a good job down there. He's proving that we can safely live down there. We don't even need to build anything, guys. That's the base of our ship now. Anything is better than Roblox. Almost literally anything. Play that banana game! I should really bring a bucket of water with me. Oh, missing my feet. Where'd my feet go? Mort, I lost my feet. Either that or they broke on impact. I don't know if that's a thing. Maurice, I can't move it anymore. Well, actually, yeah, it is kind of looking good. It's a boat, an ark.
This building project has resulted in so many tragedies.
Is Dan still down there? Dave to Dan! No! Where's Dave to Dan? Ooh, gray spotted horse. Hold up. Come to. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, come on. I really should have brought out the water bucket. Woo!
Maybe another reason I never finish big projects is because of how easily distracted I am. But even if that's right, I have already grown bored of talking about how boring it is to build in Minecraft.
All right, I've officially made it dark enough under here for mobs to spawn. I'm gonna have to torches to fix that problem.
No matter how you look at it, the slow process of building just isn't enjoyable. At least not to me. That's not to say you can't enjoy it or that you're wrong for enjoying it. That'd be stupid of me to say. Some people probably enjoy the slow process of building a base up. I just have a hard time imagining that you actually focus on the game while playing and don't have a movie or YouTube video on or some friend to talk to while working on projects like this.
Get the what? No, wait, my bucket.
I'm bewildered that there are people who can play Minecraft alone and have fun doing this sort of thing. But perhaps I'm just not the kind of person who likes it. But I've thought that before about other games, and that's why I'm here. Maybe actually going through the process will gradually teach me to enjoy the journey.
We got at least the first layer done, you know, we got the top deck. And from here we can kind of start adding things and kind of flesh it out a bit. But, you know, we got something. We have a bit of a base. We have a base that's at least workable. We'll have to find more materials to kind of spruce it up later. I get it, because it's made of spruce. I think I'm funnier than I am. But, yeah, we'll have to spruce it up with materials that we find elsewhere. And for now, we have a pretty good start, and I think it'll be as expandable as I want it to be. Although my whole idea of making an armada might be a bit painful. Making more of these boats is, I mean, it's not exactly optimizing for space, but this isn't exactly my ideal for base building. I would have built a base and had so much done in Terraria at this point, but at least we have this much done in Minecraft. That's cool, I guess.